This is Dr. James with Helpmommy.com, and one of the questions that I've had is about babies having flattened backs of their head. And to be honest, this is because of pediatricians. We had the Back to Sleep program, which reduced SIDS by 50%. But now, because these babies lay on their back all the time, since the bones in their skull aren't fixed and they're always laying on their back, their head starts to flatten. And so people want to, prevent this. And one of the ways that I tell people to prevent this is babies will always look toward their mom and dad or away from the wall when they're sleeping. So one of the things that you can do is make sure that you're always alternating which side of the bed you put the baby's head. That way they're always laying on a different side of their head, and that rolling back and forth of their head will keep their head rounded out. The other thing to remember is these bones aren't going to be fixed for quite a while. So as the baby learns to roll over after they're 4 months old, it'll usually take care of itself. But if you do have a baby that has true positional plagioccephaly, which is where they have flattening of the head, and it starts to affect the shape of their face, usually we'll start talking about molding helmets around the time they're 6 months old. If it's just that it affects the back of their head, usually we start talking about this around 9 months old. So we have lots of time to fix the shape of their head if it's not fixing itself. But most of the time, what's going to happen is as these babies start rolling over and moving their head back and forth, they're naturally going to round out any of those flat spots that they may have caused to occur in that first couple months where they weren't moving much. But like I said, one of the ways that I recommend to prevent this from happening is just alternate which side of the bed you lay your kid on, and they'll be moving that back and forth.